Before going into that, I'll just give a brief about myself. I am Sudhir. I'm the head career counselor of Amrita Vishwa. We are one of the topmost institutes in the country. Today, I'll make you understand what is critical thinking, what is the importance of critical thinking, the four characteristics of a critical thinker, why is critical thinking important in the workplace today, and how to become a critical thinker, tips for improving critical thinking skills and types of critical thinking skills. I hope all of you can read the screen. So any of you know what is Fortune 500 means? If you just see the list, Walmart is there on top, Exxon Mobil, Chevron Corporation, General Electric Company, Bank of America, Philips, AT&T, Ford Motor, JP Morgan Chase, Helvet Packard. So Fortune 500 means they are the top profitable companies or top earning companies or top trending companies. According to that, this Fortune 500 will give a list. So these are the top 10 companies in 2010. Just look at the list in 2022. Top companies, Fortune 500, the top 10 companies. You see, what is the only company that is there in 2010 and 2022? Can anybody tell me what is the only company that is there in 2010 and also in 2022? So it's which is a top company in 2010 also in the top 10 list, and it's also in top 22. Can anybody type your answer? JP Morgan, I think Aditri Narula, I think got it right. So JP Morgan is the only company that is there. Okay, so you need to understand what happened to the other companies, why they are not top in 2022. Because when you are a top company, everybody, like for example, if you take now Apple, Microsoft, all these companies, everybody aims to work there. These kind of companies, Walt Disney, Berkshire Hathaway, because all top talent goes there. All the top talent goes there now in these top companies. But when the top talent is going to these companies in 2020, why they couldn't sustain their brand, this thing, their products in 2022 also? What happened? Is it because of leaders' mistake, employees' mistake? I can say it's predominantly because of the leaders. Can anybody name who all are there on this list? Can you recognize these people? Elon Musk, Piyush Singh got it right. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, yes. Steve Jobs, yes. What do they have in common actually? You can just type your answer. What they have in common? They are the most successful people. Okay. Yes, I think Ria got it right. They are all entrepreneurs. Okay. And they are having good thinking skills, innovative mindset. Okay. So I'll just give you main important thing to be successful today or to become a leader is you should be good at digital designing, you should be good at innovation, you should be good at solutioning, you should be good at entrepreneurship. So that's why these people are successful today. I'll give you a small example. All these years, we are just behind marks. We'll think if I have marks, I'll have everything, I'll get a good job and all. But today's scenario, all of you have used a smartphone. I think you're watching it from a smartphone. What is the average cost of a smartphone? Can you tell me? What is the average cost of a smartphone? Average cost of a 10,000. I think Vivek Raj got it right. 10,000 is the average cost of a smartphone. But some people use iPhone, there that cost is 50K. I'm not talking about iPhone. An average typical smartphone costs 10 to 15,000. That's the average cost. If you have used Nokia 1100 phone, okay, what is the cost of that phone? You can only play snake games, Sudoku, call and messages. What is the average cost of that phone? I think Leah Sunil got it right. It's 1K. Maximum, the cost of a Nokia 1100 small phone where there is no camera and all, it's 1K. Okay, so all of you want to do jobs after you have graduated and all. Can you just tell me, just give me an example, how much salary you are expecting per month? How much salary per month? There should be a aim. Everybody And okay, 1.5 lakh, 1 crore rupees, that's right. 55K, 100K, 60K per month, 30 to 40K, it's good. You should dream big, actually, you should dream big so that at least you can achieve. I think Amrita crores, one unlimited, that's fine, 34 lakhs. Okay, yes, 1 crore, that's fine. You should have an aim like this. You should earn some money. Okay. If your parents gave you 15,000 rupees to purchase a smartphone, what you will look for actually? 15,000 rupees they gave you. What you will look for while purchasing a smartphone? Can you type your answers? Quality, RAM and ROM. I think they cry. Okay, best features. I got the answer correct. The best feature, Veera Kundir got it right. Best features. If you really want to purchase a smartphone, if you have the money, what you will do, you'll go to the shop, you'll ask them how much RAM it has, how much ROM it has, how much camera it has. Girls want to take good selfies to create reels and all. They look for this good camera and all. Boys want RAM and ROM so that they can play good games and all. Okay, so we have our own requirements based on that. If we like the features, we will be purchasing that smartphone, right? So likewise, I'll ask this question. You should think and answer it very carefully. If a company is coming and wants to give you 1 lakh per month, 1 crore per month, 30 lakh per month, 40 lakh per month, what they will look for? Because they are paying their money, right? What they will look for if they are, yes, I think Ria got it right. They will look for skills. You yourself told me, they won't look for marks, they will look for skills. You understand? Today, everybody is having good marks, above 80%. They're working hard, getting good marks, that's fine. But how you are going to get a job in the coming future is entirely based on your skills. Academic skills are one part. Those skills, anyway, your teachers will make you learn good, will get good grades, good marks in your exams. You work hard. But there are other skills which are very much important. And one such skill is critical thinking skill. That's why this is very much important. What is this critical thinking? Everybody is talking about. It is the ability to think clearly. Today, lot of people, they will make decision emotionally. I'll give you an example. Emotional decision making or superficial decision making. For example, take ISRO. Will ISRO stop a rocket launch just because it's a Tuesday, or just because it's a Friday, it's not a good day? Will they do that? Or will they check the weather and all? Based on that only they will launch. They will think logically, right? They won't think like it's an auspicious day, it's a festival and all. Based on the weather, they will do it. Okay, they won't think about it's not a good day, it's not an auspicious day. That's what you need to do. As the futuristic people, you need to understand, thinking about rationally. Okay, understand the logic first. Don't make random decisions. Understand, connect the ideas and evaluate the arguments. Whenever somebody is argumenting or quarreling with you, find the proper argumentative statement. Detecting the inconsistencies, finding out the mistakes, finding out the proper reasoning, and solving problems in a systematic way. Suppose you become a programmer. Okay, there are thousands of lines of codes in game designing. For example, all of you know about games. If you really want to develop a game, there are thousands of lines of coding. There is one error means to find out that error, there is a systematic way to run it. So you need to do that. Okay, identify the relevance and importance of the ideas. Some people ignore the ideas. Okay, and reflect. Sometimes we have our own beliefs. We come from a different background. You might be from a North India or a South India. You might be somewhere else, but you have a different belief about approaching a problem. Okay, but you need to be more open. So that's why critical thinking means you should be able to think clearly and rationally, and what to do, what to believe, what not to do. All these things matters the most. Why it is important? I have already told you. Today, in every domain, this is a general skill that is required, and it's very important to think critically. At least you should have specific knowledge about what's happening around you. And main thing is it enhances your language and presentation skills. Critical thinking can, it promotes creativity, and it's crucial for your self reflection itself. It gives you self belief. Okay, it can give you more confidence also when you're thinking critically. So that's why it is important, very much important, to learn about critical thinking. What are the four characteristics if you really want to become a critical thinker? You should start doing these things. First and foremost thing, which every student need to understand: you are an active listener when your teacher is teaching, but when your friend is saying, you then also should become an active listener. First and foremost thing, in your work life, in your everyday life, become an active listener. First, understand what others are saying. How to do it also I will tell you. And one more thing is, you need to become curious in life. I'll ask you how many of you are curious or not. I'll just find out. Okay, if you see on the road every day, maybe you're going to a school, maybe you're just playing outside, you see oil tankers, milk tankers, or petrol tankers or diesel tankers on the road. Why they are cylindrical in shape? Why they are cylindrical in shape? Can anybody tell me? If you see all the oil tankers, milk tankers, all these things, water tankers, they are cylindrical in shape. Okay, sir, it's because water will make pressure if it will be a rectangle. No, give a proper reason. Half its pressure is reduced in the curve from inside. I think Gunadhar Srivastav almost got it right. Pressure is reduced on the curve. Okay, so I'll give you the thing. This is what you need to understand. First thing is, for everything which we see today, there is a scientific reason behind it. You see, all these oil tankers or milk tankers, they are cylindrical in shape. They don't have more edges. If you have more edges, means the pressure on the edges will be more, and the wear and tear, leakages can happen in lots of places. If it's a cylinder, the edges are less, the wear and tear will be less. Okay, and that's why we use cylinders. One more reason is, it's easy to get out all the content inside if you just put a tap under the cylinder. If it's a cuboid shape or rectangular shape, means somebody needs to get inside the tank and get out of the leak. That is the reason. See, you see, you need to be curious. Whatever you see today, why red light is used everywhere all over the world for a stop signal. Have you ever thought about it? India decided we will use red color means. Why America decided to use red color in stop signals, traffic signals? Can anybody tell me? Yes, it's more visible. Why? More visible, I know. Red means stop, no home. It scatters less. I think Anishka got this right. Because of its higher wavelength, it scatters less. Okay, it scatters less. That's why you need to understand everything which we see today has a reason. You need to be more curious about it, more understand about it. Okay, so how to practice active listening? See, you see, when a session like this is happening, I know some of you are forcefully sitting here, some of you are not at all interested also, but when somebody is speaking, you should be able to understand, because every day you should have an aim to learn something new. In this spacey world, if you are having how much of money you have, how much of knowledge you have, you can't stop yourself from what you have. Otherwise, it will be a loss for you also. Nobody will help you going down, because today somebody is forcing you to listen to this session. Maybe your teachers, maybe your parents. Somebody is asking you to attend this session, but today they may handhold you. They will come to you and ask you, "Beta, kya problem or to why you're not studying?" All these things they will ask today to you, because they care about you. They want to handhold you. They want to take care of you and all. But once you enter into higher education, it is not the scenario. There won't be lots of people around you to help you, force you to study. How you can make your life or destroy your life, it's entirely in your hands. So that's why you need to have these skills which I'm talking about from your school days, so that once you enter into your higher education, distraction. It's easy for you to survive. It's easy for you to learn new things. How to practice this? Listen to understand first. Slow down and practice silence. If somebody is talking, keep yourself silent and train your mind not to get distracted. When I'm speaking itself, you might be thinking about, okay, tomorrow there is a cricket match. Who will be playing? Okay, what my mom is cooking. So these kind of distractions usually come into our mind. So you should train your mind not to get distracted, because we are not living in a distraction-free world. I know it's very hard when you're listening to a session like this at your home. There are lots of things happening around us. Maybe your mom and dad are shouting at each other. Maybe your brother is watching TV. Somebody is playing game outside. There is traffic noise outside. But you need to train your mind not to get distracted and avoid interruptions with whole judgment. Ask deep questions. Why it is like this? Why not like that? So you should start doing this questioning and how it is important in current scenario to have critical thinking. Critical thinking, what it does is every industry is looking for people who are critical thinkers. First thing is it encourages teamwork. Second thing is it resolves conflict. Third thing is it demonstrates good leadership and it can save a lot of time. What is teamwork is today, a lot of students lack this skill. They can't work together as a team. I know all of you are smart kids, but when put together in a team, I'm damn sure you'll go to your teacher and say, ma'am, he's not working, ma'am. Why should I help him? I'll work alone, ma'am. I'll do my work. I'll complete my work alone. I don't want to work with him. But the first thing you're going to say when you're given a teamwork with your friend, that is not the way you should do. Why? Because you see, if you're putting up a business, for example, not every employee you hire is an Elon Musk or Bill Gates, right? There will be people with different learning capabilities, different grasping powers. You should be able to work with them. You should be able to bond with them, make them understand the situation, taking feedback, evaluate them, understand them, improve them. All these things you need to do. Encouraging teamwork is the most priority thing which you need to do, and resolving the conflict. I know I can see here in the chat box itself, a lot of people fighting with each other. Don't talk or don't put more comments. All these things. So identifying the conflict, how you can rectify the problem which you are facing, having an analytical natured mind. Okay, this can reduce the tensions and this can resolve the queries and this can have overall better atmosphere. Okay, it can create good culture of accountability. I don't know how many people can take accountability. If for suppose some problem is happening, how many people go and say, okay, I will solve this problem to a teacher? Or for suppose there is a problem happening now in this session. So how many people are saying, please don't do that? Okay, how many people have that kind of accountability, respectful conversations? When somebody is saying something, how many people are respecting what they are speaking? Okay, even though somebody is talking more, first understand them. What's their problem? What exactly they are saying? What exactly they are trying to convey? All these things. Okay, so you need to demonstrate good leadership. Leadership, if you really want to grow in your career, okay, you need to demonstrate good leadership. I'll just ask you one question. I don't want to make people bored and all. So just I'll ask you one question before I proceed further. Okay, can you answer me this riddle? So a rooster is there on top of a house. Okay, the wind is blowing this side, but it is facing east side. Okay, if it is laying an egg on top like this, which side the egg will fall down? Can anybody answer? Gunadhar said a rooster. Yes, I think English Paul got it right. A rooster doesn't lay egg. No eggs. I think yes, a cock doesn't lay egg. Okay, that is what you need to understand. See, you are swayed by the question. You are not even understanding what is asked. The what question in the rooster is the word trick word which I have used. Okay, a rooster is a male gender. It won't lay eggs. But all of you people are in a hurry to answer the question, but you didn't understand. At least thought about what I have asked. So this is what is required. First, understand what is being asked. and first actively listen to it. Okay, encouraging teamwork, resolving conflict, demonstrating leadership. How to become a critical thinker today? First thing you need to do is find the exact cause why it is happening. These are the simple 6 steps for every problem you face in your life. Every problem, either it's academics, either it's personal, or either it's anything, any external problem you're facing. Try to solve it in this 6 steps. First thing is find the exact cause. Why it is happening? Suppose, for example, you're not getting good marks in a subject called maths. Why? Are you not listening to class? Are you not practicing enough? Or you're unable to understand the session? Or understand the classes that you're taking? Or you're not getting any help? What is the cause? Then collect data, suggestion, and arguments. Now, people will say, your parents will say, you're not concentrating on class. Okay, that is one argument. Second one, your teachers will say, you're not completing your homework, you're just copying it. Okay, that's one suggestion. Collect the data, why it is happening from the suggestions which you get around you. And the third one is be critical about this data which you collect. Is it really, if I do this, do I really get good marks? Or is just they are just blabbering something? Try one thing, one suggestion, try, and just check and confirm this. Is it good? Is it bad? Then conclude and communicate with others. It's working. So this is how you can become a critical thinker. Any problem today. Suppose in rocket launch there was a problem. What was the cause today? Is it because of the weather? Is it because of the launch sequence? Is it because of the missionary? Is it because of the employee that's monitoring it? Collect this data, find out the arguments, be critical about it, and emphasize, give more emphasis about it. Then again reframe it and solve the problem. All the things which we see today around us, the innovations like Zomato, Swiggy, the food ordering apps, they are solving a problem, my food ordering problem. The next one is Ola, Uber. They're solving my travel problems. Every innovation which you see today is solving a problem. So when you become a critical thinker, you will become a problem solver. That's what I want to convey to all of you today. Okay, so you need to understand finding out the exact problems. Stay to the point. Focus on the issue. This will make it easier to find solutions. People will get distracted. Okay, the observation skill is very much important in critical thinking. So the employees who observe, okay, what exactly is happening around them, what kind of problems our company is facing, these kind of observational skills can help you understand what exactly is the problem is, and we can even predict, okay, this is going to happen. When you have that good observation what's happening around you, and automatically you will gain this experience. And collecting data, how you will collect this data? When you found out a problem, you need to question it. You need to question about it. You need to do research about it. This is the not the first time you are the first person facing the problem. Already people would have faced it. There are some solutions already available online also. There are people who solve the similar kind of problems. Can you collect that kind of data? Collect views, ideas from various sources. You analyze them. You recognize the pattern. Okay, so even for example, I'm saying if somebody wants to come up with a new machine or new innovation, they will get inspired by something. They will say, okay, they did this. If you improve this can become a new device. This can become a new innovation, right? So that's what you need to understand. Be skeptic about it. Interpret in a better way. Collect data, suggestion, and arguments. Then the next one is be critical. Okay, don't just jump into conclusions. Okay, this is fine, I'll go ahead with it. Okay, don't just jump into conclusions. First, analyze it properly, confirm the significance of a statistical analysis, then only you validate it. Okay, this is fine. And giving a solution in a well supported way is the best way to actually clear that problem. For example, a doctor will take history of a patient before examining them. Okay, what problems you have? Tell me. Before you are you having any kind of nausea or something? Then only he will suggest you the medicine, or then only he will suggest the treatment. Doctor, whenever you go to the hospital, he won't straight away. Okay, is this the first time you got this, or is it before also you anything like this happened? That means he's analyzing his previous data. is asking, is examining him to first give the solution to him, that means he's having this problem for so many years. That means it's a very severe problem. So what kind of the dosage, everything, you will understand by analyzing his previous data, previous treatment and all. That's what you need to do whenever you face the problem like this. Is it happened for the first time, or it's continuing from your childhood? So first analyze it, then come up with the solution. That is what you need to do. And presenting or communicating is very much essential. Today, almost 80% of the students lacking the skill, good communication skills. Communication skills are the first and foremost thing that are tested in every interview. Half of your interview is done in this communication skill. If you're good at communication means automatically they will clear the first level of your interview. Why? Because if you are unable to communicate about yourself, about the question they asked, even if it's wrong or right, the confidence in communicating with the others is very much essential. Why? Because even if you have a problem when you're working together, today you are working or you are studying along with your friends, all of you are from a regional area, maybe from the same place or same state or same city. But when you're working together in an MNC, the people who you work together might be from a different state, different city, different country altogether. Okay, so that is what you need to understand. So as a critical thinker, you should be able to communicate also. This is also one more important thing. What are the tips I can give you to help you improve or develop your critical thinking skills? Here are few options. Main thing is first look about the industries that are there, which are trending industries. Apple, the Facebook, the so-called Facebook, or this SpaceX, all these companies. So, are there any specific skills that are required to get into it? Find out that most of these people will require analytical skills, adaptive skills, and also try to identify them. Okay, industry specific courses that are there, a lot of courses that are available, and volunteer to solve these problems. That is also important. A lot of people doesn't even take the initiative. Students, what they will be doing is, if your teacher asks, can anybody come and solve the problem on the board, not even one student usually raise their hand. Usually only one or two toppers who are there, who knows, they will raise their hand. Okay, even if they ask some question also, can anybody volunteer to do this, nobody will go and do. Even though if you know the solution also, you won't volunteer yourself to solve the problem. Okay, that's what you should do. And main thing is play games in groups around that requires analysis and interference. I'm not saying play games continuously. Gaming can also help you in your critical thinking skills. Okay, gaming in a short span of time, because you will be faced with a scenario in gaming and all. It requires more analysis, interference, and all. Not like monotonous gaming and all, which doesn't require any strategy or it doesn't require any puzzle-oriented mindset. So the game strategy oriented game to improve maybe in a short span of time. Not every day you can study. Sometimes you can play the games also to improve skills like this. Okay, that can also improve your critical thinking. What are the types of critical thinking skills that are there? First one is problem solving skill. This is the first critical thinking skill, and open mindedness and creativity. These are the types of critical thinking skills. Problem solving, already you know about this skill. It's about giving a systematic solution to a problem, attention to detail, decision making, clarification, identifying patterns, evaluation, innovation, and groundedness. So these are a few problem solving skills that are necessary in this regard. If you want to reach a goal, if you want to solve a problem, these are very much essential today. And open mindedness, lot of people doesn't have this. They are biased, already biased. Whenever, for example, whenever somebody says that course is good, why don't you try it? No, I'm already interested. I don't want to even know about it also. Some people are not flexible enough. They don't at least listen to the other idea, because all the innovations which we see today are came from an idea, a team that accepted the idea. People think, I want to become an entrepreneur, I want to become a businessman means it's easy. No, it's not easy. You need to make your team understand, work for your idea. In the in the journey, other people also will suggest a lot of things which are good, but you should not be biased like, no, that's bad, that's going to do. First analyze whatever others suggesting. Be more humble, be more diverse, be more inclusive, and observe them. Okay, what they are bringing onto the table. That kind of open-mindedness is very much required. And creativity, this is not a new skill which you don't know. You can be more creative in your day-to-day life. Should actually you should have good imaginative skills, drawing connections, predicting, vision. All the so-called leaders of the 2010. You see, for example, there was a time, all of you know about the company called Nokia, right? So Nokia used to be one of the largest cell phone manufacturer in Asia itself, because India, I think at one point of time, everybody used to have a Nokia phone. But now you see, there is no Nokia phone. How it happened? It's because of the prediction or the vision of the leader who is leading that. Okay, so they didn't understand. See, if you are a top cell phone manufacturer, if you got an idea for smartphone, of course you would have gone to Nokia because they are the leading company, right? They will pay high money. So you have a smartphone idea, you went and presented. So this is a smartphone which can change the world. People presented it to Nokia. They rejected it. They told, no, we are already good with this one. Why should we listen? It seems too costly. Now look at Nokia. What happened? If you really want to change, if you really want to make a name for yourself, it's entirely dependent on you. Okay, it's entirely dependent on you. Nobody will help you. I can suggest lot of things. I can suggest different courses, I can suggest different skills, but down the line, in the coming years, you need to do the hard work, you need to get the grades, you need to work hard, you need to achieve your goal. Nobody is going to help you. That's what I'm saying. So if you're really interested in making a name for yourself or having a successful career, start improving this skill, the important skill called critical thinking skills. Can you answer this question? Like, if the you see red house, blue house, and white house, if the blue house is on the right and red house is on the left, where is the white house? I think nowhere. Nowhere. Somebody is answering USA, Europe, it's in the middle, left. Okay, the blue house is on the right and the red house is on the left. Where is the white house? Okay, see, half of you got it right, half of you got it wrong. The White House is in Washington, D.C., USA. Okay, that's what you need to understand. When somebody is asking question, I'm asking about where is White House. I'm not asking where exactly it's based. So these kind of questions will be faced in your day-to-day life. Okay. So to summarize what it is, before I end the session, so the techniques which I have presented, you can develop your own strategy in your day-to-day activities to develop the skills. I know all of you have a different mindset, different grasping power, different learning methodology, and use your own technique, but try to learn this essential skill. It can help you a lot in your life, not only your academic life, your personal life also. Because today, what is the damn problem you have is just about getting good grades in your academics. If you see, just ask your father, he needs to maintain relationships, he needs to maintain finances, he needs to maintain the house, he needs to just look after his business. So you will be bombarded with a lot of things where you need to make a lot of decisions. At the same point of time, currently the decision for you, the best, what kind of dilemma or a big decision for you is, do I have to read or do I have to watch a movie? Do I have to prepare for the exam or do I bunk and do I sleep? So these kind of decisions only you are facing is a very simple things which you can do. But going forward, the decision making is very much important in your life. So critical thinking can help you a lot in making that decision. Okay. As a university, we are offering a free psychometric test for you. It can help you understand about yourself. It's called mychoicemyfuture.com/Amrita. This gives you a beautiful 20-page report to you, make you understand what career is suitable for you, what kind of careers are good for you, and what skills you have, what strengths you have based on the which career you can get into. This can identify that. Please take this test. It's a small psychometric test. It's not physics, science, math test. It can help you a lot. And also, please take this test at your free time, and you'll get that report at your disposal to your same registered email ID and all. And to help you understand more about engineering perspective, we are conducting the engineering foundation program also as a university to help you bridge the gap. If any student who are interested in engineering and you want to know, you might be wondering, I'm learning about integrals, differential equations, where exactly these things are used. We will be giving them, helping you understand these kind of things. Please note down this link, amrita.edu/DFP. I hope I have helped you, at least made you understand what is critical thinking, what are the types of critical thinking, how to become a critical thinker, and first and foremost thing, how you need to make yourself grow in your career or in your life. That is what you need to understand. If you like this session, at least please type yes in the chat box, or if you understood or if you couldn't understand, don't worry about the links that I mentioned. I will share it in the chat box. I'll share it with all of you. So the first link to take the career guidance test is I'm sharing. I'll be open to questions. If you ask me more questions, yes, I am happy to see all of you like the session, and we will be having one more session in the next week. Hope I can see you in that session also. So this is the psychometric test link, mychoicemyfuture.com/Amrita. And I hope you use these things in your day-to-day life. This is not a small thing which you can get in one day. You can't become a one-night star. And also it's very hard. So maybe some exceptions will be there, but success is a continuous effort. People you see, all the successful people are not toppers. They are they are successful because they have a unique skill set, they have self-discipline, they have good personality. So that's what you need to understand. So engineering foundation program is for everybody from 9th to 12th standard. So I'm telling you, amrita.edu/efp is the engineering foundation program. So you can just register for that, and if you're interested, you can just get into the program to understand about that. So you can get that. Thanks everyone. If you don't have questions, please. Sir, is critical thinking, 1 minute, is critical thinking related to serious thinking? No, see, serious thinking means, that means being serious and thinking, not understanding the question. Serious, there are types of thinking: serious thinking, constructive thinking, abstract thinking, and all. But critical thinking is, it's done when you're faced with a problem statement and all. All of you have an assignment also after this session is completed. Please fill that assignment. I think the link will be provided to you in this session. Please give that test. It's a small test which you can understand how much critical thinking skill you have. At least I just want to know how many of you are good at these kind of things when you faced with this kind of dilemma and all. And I hope it's very essential for you to learn these things. And please ask more questions. The test link is shared, I think already. It's a forms, Google form link. Please take the test and submit it. So I think it's shared. It's closes tomorrow 6 p.m. And it's easy test. You can get it easily. Now, sir, what is the difference? You find a way of applying critical thinking in our schools and in your school years ago. See, okay. So if you ask me what is the difference that happened, about, I mean, critical thinking, what you see today and when I was studying, I don't have this many options. Why? Because I don't have the information. Today, the information which I got about the courses that are available are only minimal, like 1 or 2 options I got, because there was nobody to suggest me in those days. There was nobody to suggest because actually, for example, I'm telling about my story. If I'm not taking more time, I was interested. After 10th, I was interested in genuinely interested in MBBS. But they told, we can't afford. Can you look at other course? I told, what is the next option if you are not interested in engineering? That's it. I got into IIT, completed it. Then I'm working as a tech guy and I'm working as a counselor also. So I found out a way around it. So that's the only discussion, only big decision I made as of now. But in our day-to-day life, in our school today, because lots of things are happening in your life today, because you are listening to classes online, you are doing lots of activities online, you have lots of information available online. So you need to make lots of good decisions and all to make your life better. Okay, so please understand it's very much essential to have this skill, and for as a teenager like you, it's very much essential. I think Nilesh Pal, I think you are asking me to crack how to crack JEE Advanced. That I can do it in one session altogether if you are really interested. So because it's not a one single, but I suggest you as a person who cracked JEE, I can suggest you only one thing: don't prepare for marks. Understand the concepts well, and all these competitive exams which you see today are testing your conceptual knowledge, not by harding things. If you buy hard and replicate them just in your exams just to get good marks, that won't help you in any way. Okay, so let's first understand your what you can say concepts well. Listen to the classes well and all. I think Anshu Kumar, that's a good question. What comes first, egg or hen? That you need to answer. It's a good question also. And what are the assumptions? Okay, Gina, I didn't understand. Okay, sir, mostly people panic and everyone they handle non-stop because they can't think about properly. That's what. That is the thing. See, whenever you are faced with a problem, first have an open-mindedness. Do not think that I can't solve this problem. Every problem can be overcome through a systematic way. Okay, every problem today, whatever you face, it's not the first time, right? You are not the first person to face that problem. Every problem will have a solution. The thing is, it's in you how much effort, how much effort, or how much hard work, or how much discipline you are to solve that problem. Okay, so one more question I have is how to develop curiosity. You should be interested in whatever things that are happening around you. Find out your topic, because see, I'm interested in games, I'm interested in news. So I found curious. Okay, if somebody is saying there is a war happening, I'll ask how many of you have at least did a research. Russia is having a war on Ukraine. What is the reason? So people are telling it's Russia's fault. Is it true? Have you asked this question? Is it true? Have you done any research on that regard? Is it true? Is it really Russia's fault? Or is it somebody is propagating against them? You ask this question. Just be curious. Find out your topic. I'm interested in politics. I do that research. If you're interested in games, you do that research. If you're interested like that, you can develop these things in your day-to-day life. Actually, okay. So it's not about. I think Aryan is answering Elon Musk. I want Mars. Yes. Kishan Roland asked, is it Messi or Ronaldo? Good question. It's Ronaldo. Okay, why is critical thinking is important? It is important, and that's the whole session is about. So, what should the owner of company needs most in his workers? Hardworking or talented? That is a good question, Shubham Kumar Singh. So, see, both things are important, but you need to find a blending between both. Okay, why? Because so a lot of people think we should take all talented workers. One more thing, if you take all talented workers, they will work for 1 or 2 years, they will leave your company and go for other company. So you need to find a blend, make them work for yourself. That's why they won't hire all the toppers sometimes in companies. They will find somebody who are good in loyalty also. That is also required for companies, because if you hire a topper, a very much talented person, he will say, why I should waste my talent and go and work for other companies, why I should work hard for him. So that kind of mindset also will be there with the talented person. So you should find a blend in between both, not exactly talented, not exactly hardworking, both blend in. Is straightforward talking good? Yes, it's good. Maybe it can hurt you in short time, but it will help you a lot. Yes, sir. What the owner of the company or the straightforward talking good, both are important. Is critical being useful for MUN? I'm not understanding what is MUN means. This is an incredible session. First time in my life, actually, think I was in my time. Okay, that's good. Piyush, thank you for your feedback. Stop searching in Google. They said they believe in God. So that's a different topic. I don't want to comment on that. So, do you, body distance is important while talking any question? Yes, yes, it's important. So, if you say when you are talking with somebody, your body gestures will make others understand how much confident you are or how much information you have related to the topic. So body gestures are very much important. What should they want? Yes, yes, how to develop creative ideas, moving definitions and tips to build confidence. Good enough. I think uh, I have answered almost all the questions, and please complete the test which I have given. I hope I have helped you in today's session to make you understand why it is important to know about critical thinking. And thank you once again for joining. And you have learned something new today. Have a aim in life, work hard, all the best students. See you soon in any other session. Thank you.